Josh and David here for another Drink Local edition for Whiskey Wednesday for Argonaut Wine and Liquor. We are excited as always to be back in our favorite off-site filming location. We're back at Mile High Spirits, so thanks again to Mile High Spirits for letting us use their barrel room as our studio today. We got a bunch of stuff to go through today, a couple local beers, and then we've got a really kind of fun surprise for you guys at the end. So let's get started.
All right. I don't know if everybody knows, but Denver Beer Company has a little offshoot called Cerveceria Colorado. It makes some fantastic Mexican-style beers, and they just launched this IPA from a Chicano-owned hop farm out of, where is it again?
I believe Washington.
Washington. So kind of cool. Chicano-owned hop farm made locally at Denver Beer Company's Cerveceria Colorado on Platt Street. So that's good to go. Like a lot of their stuff, it's always much smoother than a lot of IPAs. It's like a creamy IPA, something I enjoy more than the bitter taste you typically get, and this is fantastic.
Definitely, that's really good. And that being said, like, it is smoother, but it's not like juicy. It's not like your kind of overdone juicy style. It's definitely a little bit more of like a West Coast, a little bit of resininess, but not overpoweringly, sticky or bitter or anything like that. It's just really well balanced. I mean, definitely a lot going on there.
Yeah, that's delicious. I'm not sure the ABV on this guy, but yeah, good job, Denver Beer Company.
Yeah, and then up next, from our friends up at Left Hand, we've got their French Toast Milk Stout. I think this is going to be an interesting one.
You got this in like a couple weeks ago, you said?
Yeah, about a week or so ago. 6% ABV, it's their seasonal. It says on the package, a brunch-inspired brew with notes of maple syrup, vanilla, and caramel malt.
Well, it's definitely stout season, so I'm going to try this. Not as sweet as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, not as, I agree with you. I thought, reading those tasting notes, I thought it was going to be like overly sweet. It's kind of not. It doesn't have that, it's almost got like the dry finish of like a porter.
Yeah.
Which I did not expect at all.
Yeah, I was thinking I could drink half a can. I could probably drink 2 or 3 of these if I really wanted to.
For sure.
Yeah, fantastic.
I don't get a ton of like cinnamon, like you would think with French toast, but definitely the maple's in there and it's chocolatey. So definitely, I mean, a big flavor.
Yeah. 6% on that too, so not too heavy.
Yeah, not like some of the stouts we've been talking about on here the last couple of weeks that are 14, 18%,
You could have
one
a
in your
brunch
day.
and then go about your day, right?
Right.
So why don't you tell everybody what we got next, Josh?
So we've got a fun surprise for you guys. Our rep Evan from Momentum was able to get us something that we have been working on for, 5 years now?
Yeah, ever since we went out to Kentucky with Trevor, and we're like, wait, can we get this in Colorado? And they're like, no.
Yeah.
And then it was years of us trying to source it, and finally Momentum was able to bring it in. And they're good partners of ours, and we get to select the single barrel.
Yeah, so what we're going to be doing is live picking our new Riff single barrel for you guys. So David and I have them pre-poured. This is kind of what the kit looks like when it gets here. And then, let's just run through them. And a lot of you guys ask about our kind of barrel picking process. So basically what we do everything blind. When we sit down with the master distiller or whoever we're doing the tasting with, we tell them, don't tell us any of the specs. We just go based off our palates and taste. So, and we've had this before where a 3.5-year-old barrel tastes better than a 10.5-year-old, and we end up going with the 3.5. And, so for us, it's all about taste. So that's kind of what we're going to jump into.
And the whole point is so we can actually get behind it and, say, hey, I really like this. I don't care that it's 3 years old or 10 years old. And, after this, Evan's going to tell us, like, hey, this is this old, and here's the ABV. So.
Yeah, after we do the video, we'll post the specs in the comments because, I don't want to know them yet. But this one, nose has got that like icing, kind of cakey confectionery sweetness.
Cookie cake.
Yeah, kind of. And then it's definitely got some of the caramel coming up behind it, some of the like burnt sugars. Definitely, I mean, a sweeter one on the nose.
you get the front palate spice, but you know, pretty smooth on the way down. This is a pretty easy drinking one.
Yeah, that's
and
that's really
strange for the like first sip.
right. That's really light. It's definitely got some body to it. I'm not saying it's thin, but it's on the lighter end for sure. That's a porch pounder, I guess.
For you and I, that's you know, your normal everyday person was drinking, they'd be like, "You're crazy." That's my mouth is on fire right now. But you know,
Yeah.
just after years of doing this, yeah.
Yeah, no hug. I
Yeah.
mean, anything
No,
like
no
that.
hug at all.
Yeah. All right.
Completely different nose. That sweetness is not there at all.
Yeah, the confectionery sweetness definitely not there. Got more of the kind of mapley, big brown sugar type nose.
Like some, you know, green apple almost.
Now on the palate, this one's a lot more bitter.
Yeah.
It's definitely got some of those, you know, acrid notes like burnt coffee or something like that. And not, you know, not that I don't like it,
Water
but
wicking.
yeah, moisture wicking for sure. But you know, between the two, if I had to pick, I think I'm still going one on that one.
Agreed.
And then finally, third,
Like the nose.
Wow.
A lot.
yeah, the nose. I don't know if it's just because I looked at this package as I nosed it, but I almost got some like cinnamon sugar, almost like the, you know, French toast type of deal. But
I totally get that syrupy.
yeah, I mean French toast in a glass on the nose.
That's. I really like this one.
Ooh.
That's. I think.
I don't know. I mean, so for me,
It's tough right now for me.
number three's got definitely bigger body than one. Some of the notes that came out in one, those confectionery sweetnesses, I really like, but I just don't think it's got enough of a finish for me. So my vote, I think, is going to be number three.
Yeah, I have to go with you on that one. Just because it's another one, like we always talk, I feel like if I added a drop of water, I'd get a whole different experience.
Mhm,
If I add a
definitely.
drop of water to this, it's basically done.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think if
Yeah.
you added water to one, it would just dissipate and you know be a little watery, a little thin. But three, you could definitely, if it was too big for you, you could water down a tiny bit and have a completely different experience.
Absolutely.
Alright.
So,
Well, cool. So we're gonna put this in. This won't be available for at least a month or two. So you know, once we send it back to the distillery, they have to get it through the bottling line, get the labels printed. There's a lot that goes into each of these single barrels. So we won't see this guy for a long time. But you know, we wanted to share a little bit of our our barrel picking process as the Argonaut Double Gold winning barrel picking team. Wanted to give you a little bit of our process and kind of how it goes. And this is exactly how it goes. I mean, we'll pick barrels in 2 minutes. It's because it's just all about taste.
it's all about taste.
Yeah.
Well,
And then it is the end of the month, so we have our drawing for the opportunity to purchase this bottle of this year's birthday bourbon.
a lot of people seem to want this birthday bourbon.
Yeah, that's a lot for one adventure.
10 pounds. Oh, I got an easy one. All right, congratulations, Eric Lombardi. Eric Lombardi. Didn't even need to, work on that one. Give us like 30 minutes. You got to get back to the store, and I will have this order punched for you to purchase. And congratulations, you're the winner of the option to purchase our birthday bourbon. Thank you everybody for watching, and yeah.
So guys, keep an eye out. We'll do another video releasing this new riff when it comes about. But for now, come on down and give the beers a shot. Cheers.
Cheers.